Small talk isn't shallow, it's the secret handshake of adult life. If you're introverted, you're not broken. You're just allergic to pointless scripts. Let's fix that today without becoming a chatterbox. Most people treat small talk like a personality test you can fail. So they either force networking mode and feel fake, or they hide behind their phone like it's a riot shield. Both are exhausting. Here's the contrarian truth. Small talk is not the conversation. It's the doorway. It's the little permission slip that says, "Hey, I'm safe. You're safe. We can talk." That's it. No fireworks, no TED Talk. And once you stop trying to be interesting, you can start doing what actually works, making the other person feel easy for 10 seconds. Stay with me, because in the next part, I'll give you a tiny framework you can use anywhere. Coffee lines, work hallways, parties, even those painful, we're both waiting for the elevator moments. Think of it like social WD-40. It's not glamorous, it's not deep, but it prevents the whole interaction from squealing itself to death. Here's the mindset shift that makes this 10 times easier. Small talk isn't the meal. It's the appetizer you don't have to pretend to love. Its only job is to get you from strangers to not strangers without anyone panicking. Most people judge small talk like it's supposed to be profound. That's like judging a doormat for not being a sofa. A doormat has one job: help people enter the house without tracking mud everywhere. Small talk is that doormat. Let me sell you on this without turning into a motivational poster. Most people think small talk is useless because it's not real. But a lot of real life runs on tiny interactions you barely notice. The quick chat with a coworker that makes you feel less alone. The friendly neighbor who becomes the person who grabs your package. The random acquaintance who later tips you off about a job opening. None of that starts with a deep conversation about your childhood fears. It starts with, "Hey, how's your day going?" And here's the annoying part. We're terrible at predicting how these interactions will feel. We tend to assume it'll be awkward, or we'll bother people, or we'll say something weird and get banished from society. But studies on social connection show that even small, low-stakes contact can boost mood more than we expect, and weak ties can matter a lot for well-being. So, yeah, small talk is minor, but it's minor in the same way oil is minor to an engine. You don't brag about it, but without it, everything grinds. If you're introverted, the problem usually isn't talking. It's the vibe of small talk. Because small talk can feel like being forced to juggle, but nobody hands you the balls. You're just standing there like, "So we are both humans in a room." Fantastic. Introverts tend to do better with purpose, depth, and context. Small talk feels like context-free improvisation, and the worst version of it is basically an interview where nobody gets hired. Where do you work? What do you do? Oh, wow. Dead. Gone. Funeral. So if you've ever thought, "I'm bad at this," you're probably not bad. You just hate fake, aimless conversation. Good news, we're not going to do fake. We're going to do lightweight connection. Simple, specific, and low pressure. Here's where most people do small talk wrong. They treat it like a performance. They think the goal is to say something clever or be funny or prove they're interesting. So their brain starts auditioning sentences like it's casting a Marvel movie, and that's why you freeze. The goal isn't to impress, the goal is to create ease. 10 seconds of "we're both comfortable right now" beats 2 minutes of forced banter. So instead of asking, "What should I say?" ask, "What can I notice that makes this feel human?" Because people don't remember your perfectly worded opener. They remember how you made the moment feel. Relaxed, normal, slightly warmer than before. That's also why introverts can be weirdly great at this, because you pay attention. You just need a simple way to turn attention into conversation without it turning into an interrogation. Okay, here's the whole machine. It's 3 moves, and it works because it's built for real life, not for social people. Notice, comment, invite. Notice is anything specific and true about the shared moment. Not a compliment audition, just reality. This place is packed today. That drink looks aggressive. You look like you've been in back-to-back meetings. Comment is your low-stakes interpretation. 1 sentence. Keep it light. I swear everyone had the same idea. That is the kind of coffee that could file your taxes. I can feel the calendar invites radiating off you. Invite is the easy handoff, a tiny question that gives them somewhere simple to go. Are you a regular here? Is that your usual order? Is today one of those days, or is it always like this for you? Most people skip notice and jump straight to interview questions. Don't. Notice makes it feel natural. Invite makes it continue. And if they don't bite, you're fine. You did your part. 3 things make small talk feel like crawling through a hedge in nice clothes. First, resume questions. What do you do? Where are you from? What's your 5-year plan? Congrats, you've recreated LinkedIn in audio form. Second, trying to be interesting. That's when you start telling a story that begins with, "This is so random," and ends with you wishing the floor had a trapdoor. Third, panicking at silence. Silence isn't a failure. Silence is a comma. Most people treat it like a fire alarm and start talking faster, which makes everything worse. Do this instead. Keep it specific, keep it light, and let micro pauses breathe. If it's a real conversation, it can handle 2 seconds of quiet. All right, let's make this stupidly practical. If your brain goes blank in the moment, borrow a line. No shame. That's what language is, other people's greatest hits. Coffee shop or errands. You can say, "This line is moving like it's getting paid hourly." Then invite. Do you come here a lot, or is this a one-time survival mission? If they respond, follow with, "What's your go-to order when you don't want to think?" And if you want out, "All right, I'm going to let you return to your caffeine quest. Have a good one." Work hallway, meetings, Slack. Open with, "You look like you just fought 3 calendar invites and barely lived." Invite, "Is today chaos or is it just me?" Follow up. "What's the one thing you're trying to actually finish before the day ends?" Exit. "I won't hold you hostage. Good luck out there." Parties, weddings, networking. How do you know the host? It is fine, but make it warmer. What's your connection to this circus? Follow up. What's been the best part so far? Exit. I'm going to do a lap and say hi to a few people. Good talking to you. Neighbors, elevators, waiting rooms. We keep running into each other. We're basically coworkers now. Invite. You been here long? Follow up. Any local tips I should know? Exit. All right. See you around. Here's the part nobody tells you. Depth usually comes after the orientation layer. Small talk is like the loading screen. You don't love it, but if you skip it, the game glitches. Most people try to jump from nice weather to, "So what do you fear most?" and then wonder why the other person backs away like you're holding a clipboard. The move is a bridge. One sentence that turns surface into personal without turning it into a therapy session. Try, "That reminds me." Or, "How'd you get into that?" Or, "What's the story behind that?" Those 3 are basically cheat codes. Example, they say they're busy at work. You go, "Is it busy because it's a season or because the place is always like that?" Or they mention a hobby. What hooked you? Was it a person or a moment? Now you're in a real conversation, but it still feels safe. You're not digging. You're opening a door and letting them choose how far to walk in. Awkward moments aren't proof you're bad at this. They're just little speed bumps your brain treats like a car crash. Here's the safety net. Name what's happening lightly and move forward. If you blank, you can literally say, "My brain just did the Windows shutdown sound." Smile. Then notice something again. Anyway, this place is loud. Invite. Are you escaping something or just here for fun? If they give short answers, don't chase. You can do a graceful exit that saves everyone. Cool, good talking to you. I'm going to grab a drink. Say hi to someone. Get back to it. Most people overstay because they're scared. Leaving is rude. The opposite. Leaving cleanly is a gift. You're not failing. You're ending it like an adult. Here's how you actually get good at this without turning your life into a social boot camp. Do a 7-day micro-connection challenge. 1 tiny interaction per day. That's it. Not make a friend, not be charming. Just 1 notice. Comment. Invite. Day 1. Say 1 sentence to a barista or cashier. It's weirdly busy today. Invite. Has it been like this all week? Day 2. Do it with a coworker you normally just nod at. Day 3. Do it with a neighbor. Keep it small enough that your introvert battery doesn't file a complaint. After each one, don't grade yourself on, was I smooth? Grade yourself on, did I create ease for 10 seconds? That's the skill. And here's the sneaky benefit. You're training your brain that starting a conversation isn't dangerous. It's just starting. Like turning the key in a car. It doesn't need a pep talk. Quick recap. Small talk isn't being social. It's just opening the door. Notice something real, make a light comment, then toss an easy invite. That's it. No performance. No personality transplant. Try one micro connection today. 10 seconds is enough to build the muscle. And if you like these videos and want more practical, no cringe tools like this, subscribe to our channel.